From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This thrown quickly out to Jones.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's caught by Funchess. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready. Check 45 to Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd down. Bryant. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And that's the first connection. The number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Saints' 22-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Winston. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston Funches has it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Jameis again. He's got Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing to start the drive. Bryant, open man is Higgins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Bryant. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bryant eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2nd and 2. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that...
It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 50 yards. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. First down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Bryant. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, Bryant. It's caught. Smith. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Following the interception, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That's caught by Howard. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a look that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets them up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Ready. Blue ready. Cover.
Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Melvin Gordon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Mixed score, Buccaneers 21, Saints 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. A little juke, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly. That is.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the six.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Melvin Gordon with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Gay is up and to just kick the extra point, winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Matt Gay now for the Bucs field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bryant. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Bryant. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Rashard Higgins. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Saints 13.